Oh, I'm excited. I did junk journal back in January of this year, my first time doing it, and I really enjoyed it. So I have decided that I am going to join Meg Journals and do Junk Journal July for 2024. And I spent the time over the weekend thinking it through about what kind of a journal that I want to make, what size did I want to make, how I'm going to do this. And so today I'm going to show you, I'm going to do my last little glue-ins and wanted to just show you what I've created. And I'm going to put the links in the description so that you can go there and look. So the first thing is Junk Journal July is run by Meg Journals, and she's in collaboration with Get Messy Art. So you can go to her YouTube channel, which is linked here, and you can actually see her intro video for what Junk Journal July is going to be. And then she did a separate video of making her journal, and she did a flip-flop, accordion, lots of different named journal, and I loved the way it looked, so I decided to do the same thing. Now, so what I'm going to show you is Diane's version of Meg Journals. So watch her video if you have any questions about how I did mine. Now, look at my cover. Is this cover not like awesome? So here's what I did. Now, I also watch Hither and Yawn, and she did this on a hardback book cover, and I already had these Tim Holtz Thinlits, and so I was so intrigued when she did it, I decided that's what I wanted my cover to be for Junk Journal July. And what I did was I went to Dollar Tree and I got a pack of two 5x7 mat boards, like to do paintings on. And that's what I used for mine. And this is actually pretty simple. If you have the supplies, it's real simple. If you don't, you have to think about, are you going to buy those? So as I said, these are the Tim Holtz Thinlits. And so these are die cuts. And what you basically do for all the directions, go watch her video, and I have it linked here. This is where you cut out 5 of each. You lay them on top of each other and keep gluing them together, and that's how they get a little bit thick. Then I glued them on. She used black gesso. I decided to use not black gesso. I first started with, so I'm going to tell you, I should have taken a picture. I used this pretty like a golden color to kind of coordinate with my pages, and it looked really pretty, but I couldn't get any depth on this relief on the top. So I played around. I did lots of different things. Finally, I just said, put it away, walk away, and maybe you can figure it out. Woke up Saturday morning and went, okay, the trick was when you watch Hither and Yawn's version, she's going, her background is dark, and then she's adding light. She added some white to the pattern. So what I decided to do, because remember, I just told you, see this goldy color that you see, or beige? That was already, everything was all that color. I just added Dina Wakley's Umber paint and covered everything, and then I specifically did not paint this perfect on top of each of the flowers so that the gold beige would show through. And so now I'm really happy with it, because now I think you get that effect. And then obviously on the back, all I've done was just cover it, and I had already painted it too. So again, I didn't want it to be perfectly dark brown, so I'm very happy with it. Now, what I want to do on camera today is I'm going to add Junk Journal July onto here. And I think I'm going to put that up there. I think that's what where I'm going to put it. And then I'm going to tell you about my experience making the accordion journal. If you followed me, you know that I'm a pretty experienced junk journaler, crafter. I've been doing faith art for over 20 years. And I am always up for trying something new. So when I watched Meg's journals, I thought, that's so interesting how she's just collaging, adding all these pages. And I thought, I can do that. So I'm here to tell you, yes, I did it. I followed her, but the controlling person in me got very frustrated. It took me a lot longer than I thought it should have taken. And so here's a lesson that I learned. The lesson that I learned is it's fun to try new things, and I have to relax when I try new things, not get frustrated, because it ended up being really, really cool. And it wouldn't have ended up this way if Diane had done it Diane's way. Diane's way is I bought legal size file folders, and I was going to cut them the height of this, which is 5 by 7, right? I was going to cut them 7, and I was just going to keep attaching them, right? Fold them 5 inches over so that I would have this perfect accordion. Then I was going to collage on top of it. But that's not the way Meg does it. Meg just kind of starts with a piece of paper, then she just adds some stuff on there, and she keeps going, and then she folds it like when she wants to. And I will tell you that for a perfectionist, this is actually hard mentally to do this, not physically, but it was hard mentally to do it. But I love it. Look how cool this is, okay? I pulled out, these are old scrapbooking papers that I had, some old ephemera pieces people given me in swaps. Here's a piece of a big Bible that I have because I'm a faith artist. And here's some pages out of a bird book. And you see how nothing is perfectly straight or it's all raggedy edge? Actually, I love it. So here it is put together. I'm really happy with it. And then you flip it over, and that's what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add it. And I used some of my jelly prints, some more pages that I found. So I'm excited about this. Here's another page from that old Bible. So here is what mine looks like. It looks pretty cool. How am I going to put it together? So what I want to do is I want to add the prompt list on here. And I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to glue this onto here. So let's glue that, and then we'll glue the back also. Then I'll add the prompt list. So if you have not ever done a prompted project, think about if it's maybe time for you to try to do that. The cool part is I've done so many. I've been doing them for a very, very long time. The cool part is you learn a lot about yourself, you make a commitment, and at the end you have this awesome piece of art, to be honest, that kind of shows you how you spent your time for a particular season. And that's the really fun part of it. I think I'll just edge this just because it would look nicer. I just printed this on cheap copy paper. I didn't print it on my good koala prints. So let me tell you a little bit about what you're going to be seeing. I am going to do this challenge. Number 1. Number 2, I am going to use Meg's prompt list, but that does not mean that what you will see every day from me is exactly what these prompts are. Because I'm going to actually make another video and tell you how to be successful at doing a challenge like this and how to be successful turning it into a faith journal. That to spend 31 days, because there's 30 prompts, this is for the whole month of July, to spend 31 days having this fun, creative part of doing a junk journal, but also to spend time in God's Word. And so what a lot of people ask me is, well, how the heck do you do that, Diane? Am I making my own list up? No, you're not going to make your own list. I'm not going to go into it in this video, but you will see a separate video from me this week. And I will be giving you tips. I'm going to do some demos of what does that actually look like when I turn a challenge with prompts into a faith art journey. That's what you're going to be hearing from me. So if you are interested in spending time with God in July, creating a really fun journal, following the prompts to a point, join me for my next video where you will be hearing more about how to do this process, how to join others, and I think you're going to really enjoy it. And I'm really going to encourage you, if you are brand new to faith journaling, you want to add God's Word, you want to spend time in God's Word, then definitely follow this series. I will have a post every single day, a YouTube video, they won't be real long, of how I take these prompts and turn them into something that directs me to go to the Bible, to go to God's Word, and then create a page about what I learned. So I hope you will check out the challenge. I hope you'll check out Hither and Yon. I think it's Hither and Yon Studios, Hither and Yon, and just see how she made this beautiful book cover. Now she used, like I said, a hardback book, and I just used that, but it worked out really good. See you on the next video.